So what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is LittleMarMan. Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in to another one of these videos. Basically, in this video, we are going to dive a little bit into the past in order to help us predict the future. One of the sort of main questions I get asked while streaming is, what do you want the next DLC to be? And honestly, I really don't think it matters what I think or what I want it will be. I think they're pretty much set in stone at this point. I'm going to explain my reasons why right now, but first let me explain that there was a note pieced together by both Mr. Richthofens and Liam for the winter, way back in Shadows of Evil. Now, a lot of people did videos on this, a lot of people did breakdowns on this, and a lot of people were like, well, this could be possible DLC coordinates, and it turns out it actually was. One of the coordinates on this note actually pinpointed us right to the Austrian mountains. I know it's not much, but we knew it sort of was going to be in some sort of a mountain range. And when you actually do a bit of research further into the Austrian mountains, you notice there is a lot of historical castle sites and different things like that, so you can sort of pinpoint out of it a castle map. And that, of course, would be the top right one, as you guys can see on screen. And I probably should have mentioned before the actual castle map, but it's just the way I sort of developed into this whole sort of statement thing. But nonetheless, the bottom left one was actually Silesia Stalwark, basically the location of the giant. So the giant would be the bottom left one, the Austrian mountains would be the top right one. So that leaves two other ones. Now, the bottom right one, I'll just hop straight into it. It's Pohnpei in Micronesia. And this island does actually have a bit of a story, a bit of a history in World War II, and in fact World War I as well. But since World War II is sort of the time era we are jumping around between, it sort of fits the whole sort of DLC theme. Not to mention the fact that many ciphers have been decoded, and there is a lot of talk of an island and Division 9 and Takeo and the Emperor and stuff all being around Pohnpei. So this would symbolize almost that, like, we are getting an island map. A lot of people are saying that, but coming right on back to the note, it would mean that the note had it all along. The island of Pohnpei is going to be another DLC. Like, the pieces are all fitting together. So first we have the giant, then we have an Austrian mountain map, and I presume they're going to drop down to the bottom right then, being Pohnpei, and then the top left, the coordinates actually match up to Volgograd in Russia. Now, if you sort of did a bit of history or whatever in school, you would know that Volgograd, obviously previously Stalingrad, during the time of World War II, was one of the major turning points in World War II. And once again, this map is set around the time of World War II, and if my calculations are correct, we're actually ahead of that time. And since in this universe people are sort of theorizing that Germany actually won the war with the power of the zombies and the power of some of the wonder weapons, maybe we are actually going to sort of Stalingrad at the time. And since Germany actually sort of won the war in this universe, we're actually going there to stop it. Remember, this was one of the major turning points in World War II. If the Allied forces didn't sort of fend off the Germans, chances are the Germans could have actually won. But that could very well be a minor change in what we're trying to actually alter in this universe. Let's take a huge recap of all these DLCs. In the giant, DLC 0 let's call it, because it sort of came with the game, DLC 0, we trap older Richthofen in the summoning key. DLC 1 then, Austrian Mountains der EISENDRACHE, we trap older Dempsey in the summoning key. DLC 2 then would be Pohnpei, Micronesia. We have Takeo linked to an island map, and of course I can only assume we're going to trap him in the summoning key. And then Volgograd, Russia for DLC 3, our favourite drunken Russian. I presume he was taking part in the Battle of Stalingrad at this time. Yep, pretty much we are going to trap Nikolai also in the summoning key. And then we have DLC 4. I don't even think Richthofen nor Maxis actually knows what to do once they actually have all the test subjects inside the summoning key. Remember, there's the Shadow Man, I presume, is still in the summoning key as well, because we actually put him in the summoning key in the map of Shadows of Evil. So maybe DLC 4 is going to be the older sort of test subjects and stuff fighting the Shadow Man inside the summoning key, sort of like an Inception type thing. Or maybe we could have a chain reaction, like if we mess up on one map and basically it has a chain reaction and affects the future in a bad way, basically we'll have to go back and start it all over again. Remember, Treyarch loves massive conclusions and cliffhangers. I honestly assume we're going to get both for this last DLC. I honestly can't wait. When more information does come out, I will of course bring it to you, but as I can sort of predict, these are our DLC coordinates, our DLC locations, and of course our DLC settings. So if you did enjoy and if you did learn something, do smash the like button, subscribe if you are new, and of course I will talk to you all later. I hope you all enjoyed. Once again, peace out, thanks for watching, and I will see you all in another video very, very soon. Goodbye.